Oh, hey. What's up, guys? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. So yeah, I know. Big countdown to like just me. Sorry, nothing special, just me. So what's going on, everybody? I'm gonna open up some stuff, some toys, mostly UPS stuff, but yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna open all that stuff. I haven't been feeling great, so no promises on anything else forthcoming for a bit. Just figured I'd come on and say hi, check out mailing stuff, read some questions, talk to some peeps. Somebody disliked the video. I don't like you either. How you like that? Hey, Professor. Hey, class. Silent Night says, I have a quick question. Have you ever been confused about your feelings for a comic book character? Because I'm currently in that situation. It's funny you should ask. I was actually very sexually confused about Chitara from the Thundercats. I know she's not really a comic book character, but it's pretty much the same thing. Because she was really freaking hot. You know what I'm saying? When I look back at it now, it's like, the art could be better. Let me see a live action, so look a little bit something than, Kristen Wiig's costume for Cheetah, you know what I'm saying? But like she was really freaking hot back when I was a kid. It's just looking like, oh my God, like, am I a furry? I was very confused. I don't know if that's what you meant, but yeah. I don't know what you mean. But give me a heads up what you mean, and we'll talk about it. In the meantime, I haven't been checking my messages on anything, but I know the Discord is still happening. It's still active and whatnot. So uh, Silent Night, who is also Girl Talk on there, most recently on um, the most recent comic book courtroom. Yeah, trying to prosecute Riri. Riri's unprosecutable. Come on. Anyway, yeah, Silent, I just made you a teaching assistant on there so you can do some moderation on there. So it's basically you and Shellmonger who are in charge of the Discord while I'm gone. So be good to it. Surf. What's going on, Rich? How you doing, man? Cryptid, what's going on, Cryptid? Hope you read Deadpool #6, Professor, where Deadpool finally entered Krakoa. Really? Oh, wow, cool. I can just say, shame on you, Storm. Just because your head was inside Jeff's mouth doesn't mean you can say something mean. Oh, okay. Yes, I gotta read that. I don't know. I didn't pick it up because I love um, Kelly Thompson. Like, she's awesome. And I don't want to read something that I'm not happy with. I don't want to report on something I'm not happy with. I just didn't like those first couple issues, especially where she had Captain America in there and everything. But I really loved her version of Captain America in the Carol Danvers book, the Captain Marvel book. So there's that. Anyway, yeah, Jeff. Hey now, what's up, Lord Kinboat? Mark is here. What's going on? Uh, thing just jumped. Not a fan. Mark's watching Umbrella Academy too. Oh, nice. My oldest daughter is watching it too. Gave her my Netflix. Gave her my Netflix account to watch it. She's like, I don't watch TV, but I want to watch Umbrella Academy. I was like, I'm here, everyone. Calm your jets. Oh, thank God you're here, Corey. Oh, nice. Not used to those kind of jokes from you. That was a good one. I like it. Happy International Cat Day. What? I didn't realize it's International Cat Day. Are you getting the HasLab Sentinel? No, I'm not going to get the HasLab Sentinel. Like, I sat there with my finger on the trigger for a while. I'm like, I really want it. And like, I had a decision. Like, am I going to start? Let me start opening stuff. I wanted to like start. Here's the thing. I was thinking about doing. That was stupid. I wanted to get. I still want to get the Hasbro Sentinel, but I'm not going to because it is $500 total Canadian, which is just that's crazy, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get it. But my wife was like, what you should do is you should crowdsource it, and get the money that way. I'm like, it'd probably work, but I don't like asking people for money, so that's cool. So One of the things I was thinking about doing is instead of opening all this stuff, I was thinking about actually getting starting my dioramas or doing some of my dioramas here because I already have a bunch of stuff, but I actually want to start building some of the stuff also. I was going to start doing a brick wall, but I think, you know what, I thought I'm just going to start making videos doing stuff like that because, yeah, I'm still going to like review some comics. I think I'm still going to go to Gotham Central. Just I'm in one of those moods where thinking like, do I even want to have a channel right now? Do I really feel like being in the public spectacle right now? So I've been doing a lot of writing and I don't really need to be active, like my face on the computer to do that. I've just finished 6 chapters of a novel. Yeah, like I skipped over comic books for now. I'm just going into novel stuff right now because like I just have too many stories that I really need to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, just yeah. So anyway, let's start some stuff. So I'm not going to show the front because it's Paula's address and all that, but oops, I think that's going to be it also. Jeez, they got everything on here. So anyway, so this is the box that Paula sent me way back in the freaking day, and dumb me, I still haven't opened it. The reason why I haven't opened it is because I already know what's in it. Uh, it's the boys, so yeah, the all the stuff, and it's like there's no surprise. There's no surprise element to it. Oh, also, I said something in a Facebook chat, not good enough. So this guy right here, oh, Mill Geek Comics, Geek Responsibly. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Check out Mill Geek Comics. I don't know where they are. I think they're in New Mexico. I think they're in New Mexico. Anyway, so my man's Breck Warren actually sent this to me. No, Breck, I do not actually have this. I actually had this. I got this a month ago, but I didn't actually get it. It did go to Gotham. Like I didn't know you were sending this, so I had no idea. I don't know when this was, but it was like a month ago that Carlos told me that something came. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, something came. I think it was for me though. It was like somebody sent me something for you. And he's like, yeah, they sent a comic book. You know how like the Borders stuff is like the 25th anniversary Marvel stuff. Yeah, yeah. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said like, send me stuff. I was like, you said the only one you were missing was the Incredible Hulk one that I bought from you. You said you had them all, but then I bought this one from you, and so that was the only one you didn't have. So I told people if that one they could, look for that one, but like this, you're just gonna sell this. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, what's the Hulk one? Because he couldn't find it. He's like, well, I put it over here someplace, and I have to find it now. But I think it was supposed to be for me. I was like, well, who sent it? I can ask. Well, I don't know. The whole thing is like over here someone I have to get to it. I was like, okay, please get to it. And then, I'll see you next week. Next week. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to it yet. Next week. Didn't get to it yet. Next week. Didn't get to it yet. This week I went and was like, Carlos, here's what's going to happen, bro. You're going to go through that pile right now, or I'm going to go through that pile right now. It's like, okay, just can you wait? I was like, no, no. I'm about to start walking over that pile right now. It's like, all right, hold on. And just goes over and he starts looking through, and it was the third book under. He's like, oh, look at that. It's right here. And he laughed. I was like, you son of a gun. So I read the note. This is clearly for me. So thank you, Breck. And shame on Carlos. Trying to steal my book. He was just going to sell this thing anyway. He's going to turn around and try and make like a 25. And here's the funny thing about it. I had my finger on the trigger, the click button, the buy button from eBay, from a trusted source, not just like some bloke on eBay, like an actual guy I know. Does good stuff out of Texas. And I was going to buy this for 28 bucks Canadian, plus there's $28 shipping, which is like just extra. So I'm like, damn, dude. So I always buy a bunch of other things because it's 28 bucks for shipping for the first book that you buy, whatever it is, and then an extra $1.28 Canadian for each thing afterwards. So I'm like, so I usually get a big box of stuff anyway. So I didn't buy this because I'm like, I'm buying too much stuff. I'm still waiting for like 2 or 3 more boxes to come in. So thank you for this. I do not have this, and I was planning on getting this. So much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. You sent me Storm, dude. You sent me Storm. So that's awesome. And here, Paula actually said, "Hey, do you want me to send you the boys trade paperbacks?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, if you're not going to use them." So she also sends these to Carlos. Fortunately, he did not freaking buy them from me or take them from me. He still has my freaking, like, Valiant sent me stuff. Valiant sent me the original 2 trade paperbacks for Bloodshot and the original 2 paperbacks for, was it Shadow Man? No, I think it was Exo Manowar. And it's like, oh no, Rye. No, it was Exo Manowar. Yeah, it was Exo Manowar. And it's like, dude, freaking send me something I can actually use, or can I actually have my stuff? He's like, oh, I thought it was for me. Why would it be for you if it's addressed to me, dude? What are you doing? It says care of Professor Bill. Newsflash, well, that's not you. I was like, you can be a professor if you want, but as for right now, you're not. So stop. Okay, so let me put this to the side, and I'll get to some comments in a moment. Man. Oh, if you guys are going to send me big stuff, the heck? If you guys are going to send me big stuff, please don't put down an insurance amount, because, like, if you put down, I think it's more than 100, like 100 or more, then they're like, oh, well, we have to charge you a duty price. So I had to pay the post office $23 and change to get this. It's not a lot considering all that I got, but it's like, it doesn't go to PATA. It goes to the government. I'm saying. So anyway, yeah. Oh, so the HasLab thing. Yeah, what I was thinking is I'm going to still do all my diorama stuff, and I'm still going to do a story with the Sentinels. But I actually know people who are not, or like one town away, and I might figure out some people who are closer still who are getting the Sentinel. So I can always just call them up and be like, hey, can I borrow your Sentinel? I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they would say yes. So we've got all of the boys from Garth Ennis. Bang. The boys, the boys, the boys. Volume 10. The Butcher, Baker, and Candlestick Maker. The boy, I love that. That is such a great cover. Boom. Oh, and that's volume 9. Oh, they're backwards. Okay. Oh, so I should literally like do one of these. Are they all backwards? Yeah. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, let me know what the resolution looks like to you guys. I'm using the same camera, but I'm on a new computer, a very upgraded computer. I can actually game on this computer. I don't game a lot. I'm thinking to just start going on Twitch and start playing Minecraft. And I don't know how much a server is, but if it's not too much money, I'll probably open up a server and I'll do like some nominal fee. I am going to do a fee if I do this. I am going to do a fee just because I don't want everybody jumping on, and because then anybody can jump on and just like randomly wreck the world. At least if you're going to wreck our world, we're going to like make you pay for it, and then I can boot you. So yeah, like, we're going to be cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? We can make like an arena where we can actually do PvP. But until then, yeah, just regular chilling. So yeah. Anyway, there's that. Okay. So let's see what. Oh, let me get to some comments. Some more comments. How utterly rude. I agree. Hey, what's up, John? The Empire is over. They keep Carol Danvers the accuser. I would like her to still be an accuser. That would actually be really cool. I'm sure Kelly could do a lot of cool things with that. Or she's like, excuse me, I'm going to be a part-time accuser. Like, I'll be your accuser, set, like an outpost accuser over here. But either way, I'm keeping the universal weapon. I want to see her keep the universal weapon because that is freaking awesome. 331 Highlander. Hey, what's up? First time, long time? That's cool. I'm thinking long time, was it $5 short time, $10 long time? Those were the prices back in Vietnam. I wasn't in Nam. I just know that. I've known so many people from Nam. Sharon Caring, Bruce Sims, Black Canary get me feeling funny sometimes. It's fun. We can have fun with the stuff. Marewa, what's up, dude? I know I'm butchering your name, Marewa. I'm trying though. Deadpool and Krakoa sounds fun. Finally answered why the X-Men do stuff. King Deadpool. So glad I'm not into modern Marvel. Relax, dude. He's the king of the monsters. It's kind of cool the way he did it. Anyway. Mark McKeever, what's up? Lock and Key is amazing indeed. To clarify my previous question, I mean in terms of determining if a character is problematic. Well, what do you mean problematic? Sad. It's a supporting character of Miss Marvel. Yeah, I haven't been reading Miss Marvel. Just really haven't been. But that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you, man. Hey, Dodora, and probably Jay the Prophetic. Marcus Aurelius wouldn't have put up with any of this. They lost their respect for the people. Ignorant cells. Garcetti and Obama. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Don't mess with Professor Bill. Whatever. It's up to Dora. Doesn't work on me. I don't know who's blaming each other. The kids won. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's like we got a random street prophet on the corner screaming, the end is nigh. Just check to see if he's got one of those masks that move. Clayton Crane is total MVP back in the 80s or 90s. Marvel did consider a Crisis on Infinite Earth type reboot. Yeah, no. Yeah, no thanks. Joyful when you get free gifts. Since Marvel has both Conan versus Predator, that's got to happen. I mean, clearly that has to happen. Okay, so let's open up some stuff. I got something here. Oh, this is from Lone Star Comics. Okay, so this is going to be some good stuff right here. Yeah, this is my boy in Texas. This is a very small box. Why would I order such a small box? I usually do not order such small boxes. I usually order great big giant-sized boxes. Right. Down the middle. Okay, let's see what I got in here. Just a couple things. Ah, it's Joker gas. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got there. Let's pop this puppy open. How do I do this without using my teeth? Because I'm like an old school savage. I want to just use my teeth. Abigail, I know you're the one in his head, Abigail. Ah. Anybody ever listen to King Diamond? All right. I got a couple of crappy things here. What do I got? Okay, this is Tower of Shadows, issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Satan in the Marvel Comics. Yes, the actual Satan, where the first time that the next time you'll see him is in the first appearance of Ghost Rider. Was that Marvel Spotlight issue number 15? I think it is. Anyway, and then of course you'll see the full, the full actual appearance of Mephisto, because it's then revealed to be a Mephisto, is in Silver Surfer Volume 3, Issue 3. I believe it's Issue 3. Anyway, but this is actually the first Marvel Comics appearance of actual Satan, who it is referred to back over 3 times that. Yeah, bang. So yeah, I just thought that was a really cool one. It's this guy here. So this is the main cover of the original variant cover that's out there, the Man of Steel issue number 1. This was Amazing. And the variant cover, this is the main original cover. This is cover A. The variant cover was actually looked just like that. You just saw that little opening there, like the hands opening for the S. That was the variant cover. I already have the variant cover. I haven't had this since 2011 when I lost all my comic books. So I got it again. So cool. Real inexpensive comic book. Try to remember what this is. Uh, I think this is the first appearance of Ambush Bug, if I'm remembering correctly. Hasn't appeared on anything, which is why you can get it for like, if you get a low, you know, cover, whatever, then it's whatever. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you saying that. Your sound video quality is near perfect. Okay. The sound, I'm surprised it's better because I don't have a sound card on here, but the processing speed is a lot better. The hard drive on here is also an SSD, which means that it's all digital. There's no working parts in it, no mechanical parts. It's also only 500 gigabytes, which sucks. So when I bought the computer, I went back to the store. I was like, dude, that's booty. I need more than that. I need a lot more. What do you have in like 4 terabytes? He says, well, if you get standard, it's only $130. I was like, all right. And what's non-standard? He's like, well, if you get SSD on that also, it's going to be about 2,000, but it's going to go so fast. I'm like, so I'm about to pull out $130 from my pocket plus tax. And you put in my hand what you'd like to. So if you want to give me a really super cool discount, I'll take the SSD. Otherwise, I'll take that mechanical one. And he's like, oh, it's on sale for $10 cheaper. I was like, cool, then that's going to cover tax too. Anyway, so I bought a 4 terabyte hard drive to put on backup for this thing. But the main thing is just it's SSD, so everything just goes faster. Plus, this computer, unlike the other computer, has a graphics card. So, like I said, I can game on this one, so that's awesome. Uh, anyway, so yeah, the original Doom Patrol is actually is not even the original, but some of the original are in here. So later Doom Patrol in here, but I think this is the first appearance of Ambush Bug in this. So yeah. Wait, am I right or am I wrong on this? Yeah, no, I think that's the first appearance of Ambush Bug. Gotta take those things off it. Okay. In here. Issue number 3 of Astonishing Tales is K-Star versus Doom. Issue number 3. This is the first appearance of Malice. Well, Zaladane, excuse me, Zaladane, not Malice. Zaladane is a character who's taken over Polaris most famously, but she's taken over other characters also, including Sue Storm. But this is the first appearance of Malice properly. I can't afford the first cover of, well, I don't want to afford the first cover of Polaris. One of these days I'll find it in somebody's collection, I'm sure, and I'll just be like, oh, hey, I'll buy your whole collection for like, $200. What do you say? So, yeah. Beta Ray Cosby laughing at the gas. Okay, so I'm going to show this one first. Call the Conqueror, issue number 1. Now, this is not the first appearance of Call. And yeah, I'm probably going to piss off Silver Surfer on this one, but I actually prefer Call to Conan because Call came first. Conan only came about because of a story that was rejected for Call, but the Phoenix on the Sword was actually one of the end game stories for Call. But like, I don't hate Conan. I love Conan. I think Conan's an amazing character. But like the Call character, I just love his stories. Absolutely love his stories. So this is not the first appearance of him because the first appearance is actually I have the first appearance coming. I found a good low grade copy, so I got it coming in and from the same guy. So hopefully that'll be in soon. But this is the first appearance of Brule, the Spear Slayer, and the Red Guard, including Electo, who is the captain of the Red Guard. It's the first appearance of Kanu. It's the first appearance of a lot of characters in here. So yeah, so I'm really happy that I got Call issue number 1. And then the final one in this one, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this thing before or not. Uh, First appearance of Black Lightning. It's it's supposed to be a low grade. Look at this. Like this is, I think this was a 3.5 uh, grading. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. Like I don't need a freaking 9.8. I don't need my stuff in CGC. I don't want CGC. I want to be able to open this up. I want to be able to read the comic. In fact, do I want to open it? That's just sealed so nicely. I'm going to save it. I'm not going to open it now. But one of these days, like, look, there's a little bit of stuff on the corner. You see a little creases on the spine, like little stuff like that. Big deal. I don't care about that. Heck, if half the freaking cover was bitten off, you know what I'm saying? I'd be okay with it. But like, this is the first. They only made the first prints. There are facsimile covers, nowadays, but whatever. But no, boom. This is the actual first print, first edition, first everything. This is the first appearance of Black Lightning. One of these days, I'm going to get Tony Isabella to actually sign this for me. I have to actually go to Medina, Ohio, in order to do that, but I'm willing to be like, hey, what's up, bud? You hook me up. So let me see. What else we got in here? I think Black Winter and Null are tied somehow. I'm positive he's going to figure out something to do with that. I'm positive he's going to figure out a way to do that. If he's connecting other people's comics books, he's going to do his own. Satan in Marvel Comics. So what are Mephisto, Surtur, and Hela? Hela is a Death Lord and a Hell Lord. She's one of the rare creatures who can do that. Mephisto is only a Hell Lord. Mephisto and all these other characters are actually basically they're the shavings, the dandruff, I guess you'd say, of the Demogorge, which is Atum. Might actually have the first appearance of that one coming too. I don't remember if I bought it or not. I think that was like 30. Yeah, this was 30. Black Lightning was 30. I was like, I'll spring for it because I mean it's Black Lightning, so you know. Anyway, so bang, there's that. So I don't remember if I actually sprung for that or not. Like I usually only get lower grade copies because like I said I don't need the CGC stuff. I honestly just don't care about that, except for my Marvel graphic novels. Those I want in as pristine condition as I possibly can, because those I am actually going to start doing all of my stuff for. I am actually going to start hopefully make videos for those one of these days where I actually start reading through them and sharing those stories with you guys. But anyway, Ambush Bug was in the final episode of Batman Brave and the Bold, trying to save the show from jumping the shark. He was voiced by Fonzie. That is perfect, considering the fact that Henry Winkler played Fonzie, and Fonzie is where you get the whole jumping the shark thing in the first place. That's awesome. Cell's about to die. Got to recharge. Fine. Do it. Do it. Do it. Fabuella. What's going on? How you doing, man? DC has its own version of the One Below All. Does that make Lucifer, Morningstar, an equivalent to the Hell Lord in... yeah, I guess it would. So a Hell Lord is any of the characters who all call themselves Satan. Every single one of them call themselves Satan. It's just a way of playing off of the hell mythology. They all have a place that they call, like Marduk, Azimuth, Satanish. Saying all of them call themselves Hell Lords. There's also Fear Lords, and then there are also Death Lords. Death Lords are ones that preside over death itself. That's why Hela specifically is a Hell Lord, because she has a hell. It's actually called Hell, one hockey stick. And then she's also a Death Lord. She actually goes out herself and she causes people to die and ushers them in and things like that, as opposed to, hey, you ended up where I'm at. So yeah. James Stewart's here. What's up? Too bad Black Lightning solo books never last. Yeah, unfortunately they don't. Yeah, you're right. Aside from Tobias Whale, which, also this is the first appearance of Tobias Whale in here also. So there's that. Are you still blowing 8-bit Nintendo? If I have to, CT Lemon, I will. Damn it. Hey, what's up, Sabah? How you doing? How's life over there in London? As a thank you, DC gave the retailers a trade of the Man of Steel with a thank you letter, which was given to me. Still have it. Oh, that's awesome. That is really awesome, Mark. Amish Bug is an underrated character. You are 100% correct, Beta Ray Cosby. Love that name. That is free. Like, I would be Beta Ray Bill, Professor Beta Ray Bill. I should do that for my name instead of just opening stuff. So, yeah. Everyone remembers you're a DC fan. Awesome. I'm a Marvel and DC fan. I like them both. Everyone remembers Ant-Man hitting Wasp, but I've seen images of Mr. Fantastic. Yes, 100%. Mr. Fantastic used to beat the crap out of her. He used to call her woman and little girl, stuff like he was really abusive. Really bad guy. Okay, I know what this is. So this is actually from Paul Kupperberg. I know a lot of people don't know his name today, but he was a guy who did a lot of good comic book stuff, including a story in here. And you can see that he signed it. Well, he made it out to me and he signed it down here. Boom. So the Heroes Against Hunger, DC and Marvel both did their own version of this. Marvel did the one and it was an utter failure. That's the one that everybody remembers the most because the first story in there where people are throwing pies and then Storm grabs a pie and then she's just like, no, I'm going to feed the children with this instead. That was a pretty good story. All the other stories in there were really booty, but for the most part, all the stories in here, including Paul's, was actually really, really good. So this was, I bought this from Paul directly and he sent this to me. So maybe one of these days I'll actually do a reading of this book because there's really good stories in here. So, and I like getting my stuff signed by the people who did all that stuff. What's funny is I'm not interested. Not that I'm not interested. I'm not like going crazy. Like, oh my god, I need to get my hands on a Jack Kirby signature. It'd be nice to have, but since I never met him, it's like like he died in 1992. So I mean, I was still in high school at the time. Go figure. I was a junior. Sophomore going into junior, yeah. So anyway, here's some Canadian stamps up here. I ripped off my address, so not doxing myself. Let me put that over there. All right. Whoop. So I don't know what this is. I feel like I'm about to find out. Some kind of a comic book. Okay, so this is me being intelligently stupid. Remember when we said Virus, his first appearance might be in Peter Parker Spider-Man issue number 48? So I went online and I was like, yeah, they already had all the stuff and all these things. They're all like, $20, $30 to get them. This one was still only $2.48, so less than cover price, but $2.48, and the shipping was negligible because it's right here in Canada. I was like, buy it now. Just in case. I like it was a total impulse buy. I did that right before I filmed the stupid thing. So yeah. Anyway, um, it's issue number 48 or issue number 146, Legacy for Peter Parker. Spider-Man. It's the first appearance of the character who calls himself Virus. If that's what Donny Cates decides to do and say, hey, look what I did, just like he did with the in the God Butcher stories, he did issue 6 was the first appearance of Null retroactively. Bastard. Anyway, so if that's what he's doing and the original first appearance is actually over there, then okay, cool. Cool. All right. Oh, I've actually got news about that tonight in the podcast. I'm going to do the podcast. Hopefully I got some more energy to do the podcast. So one more thing of comics, and I got two things of, I think they're both toys. One of them is definitely toys. All right. So, Scarecrow's fear toxin. Stupid people. Oh my God. Yeah, that's my fear, being surrounded by stupid people. Heights too, but when you're 6'5", just looking down, it's like, oh my God, I'm so high up. Anyway, so yeah, I fear stupid people. I fear that the idiocracy is taking over the world. Okay, let me open this puppy up. And I don't like that they did this all around, so I got to be careful to not slice the bag. It's like a good knife too, but like, how many layers of tape do you need? Jeez, bud. Oh no. Oh, and One that doesn't even look like it's in the, oh, it is in the, okay, it is in this sleeve. Jeez. Okay, let's see if I can just slide this out because, nope, I can't because the damn tape is all over it. Oh man. World ain't gotta be like this. One more side, and then I can show you there's 3 comic books in here. You want to let go. You want to let go. So here's a Canadian purchase I made. Dangerous Minds Comics in Toronto. So this was X Factor issue number 4 is the first appearance of Frenzy. Not a major character, but whatever. It's nice and inexpensive. You buy 3, you get a discount. And then Silver Surfer issue number 10. No first appearances in this one, but it was a really amazing comic book where Galactus actually does a first appearance of his star form. So there's that. Amazing comic book. Absolutely amazing. It was a really great story. So I grabbed that. The one I wanted, though, that he was selling at an unusually low price for a comic book retailer. First print, Deathstroke Rebirth issue number 1, which is the first appearance of Red Lion. Hey. So that's cool. So I got the first appearance of Red Lion. I got it for $5 because it was like $10 per comic, but it's like buy 2 or buy 3, and that third one is going to be $5. So I'm like, oh, cool. Cool. No, buy 3 for 15 or 1 for 10. Yeah. So it's like even buying freaking whatever. So anyway, yeah, it was cool. Hey, Professor. Oh, you were there for the Kupperbergish. Yes, that was cool. Yeah, it was actually you saw when you got something from him. I was thinking to myself, should I get those 2 issues of Hawkman? I was like, yeah, they're kind of random. I kind of want them, but you know what? Let me just stick with this. So I just got that one because I don't actually own it. But yeah, Kupperberg is awesome people. You actually got the comic book that I wanted from him, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, make sure you check out Hawk World on Twitter and Facebook, especially Twitter. That's where most of the action is. I'm saying I'm biased, and but he does stuff on both. Anyway, all sorts of Hawkman news there. Include like that's a place where Robert Venditti like pretty much hangs out like it's a cafe. Tony Isabella hangs out there. So all the people who are major contributors, Richard Howell, all the major contributors to Hawkman are always in the Hawk World thing, and you know, a lot of times these contributors have also done other things. So there's that. Oh, yeah, Tim, but you didn't see. Yeah, I was just talking about Tony Isabella. So, I mean, you know, Black Lightning first appearance. There's that also. So I just went into a big thing about him earlier. But it's super early in Japan, right? You probably got to get ready for school. No, it's Sunday for you. It's probably, I don't know. Is there school on Sunday in Japan? I know there's no sleep over there. So, damn, I really want a lot of comics like you. Ah, well, the problem is you also wind up losing them. So my favorite characters in the Marvel are the Fantastic Four. James Stewart, that's not a bad choice. Looking forward to season 2 of Doom Patrol. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait for the DVD to come out because I'm not gonna get any of those subscription services. Sabat, I love unboxing them also. That's why I decided I'm just gonna start doing them online to show you guys. Mr. Priest will be launching a U.S. agent book? Yo. No, I did not see that. I'm gonna have to investigate that because that's freaking awesome. Did you skim or read Dreaming, Walking, The Waking Hours 1? I don't know what that is. Excuse me, I don't know what that is. Really? Bucks? Damn, I live in Southeast Asia. Could be $11 or more. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. What's up, Dustin Frost? Miss G. Willow Wilson is very proud of it. Oh, okay. Well, that's the dream project she wanted to work on. All right, cool. Yeah, maybe I'll look at it. She was really interested in doing it. Well, we know caring is sharing. Repeat. I think I already read that. I saw no, not jealous at all. That's funny. Okay, so let's open this guy up and see what's inside. These are clothes, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay. So, actually, Tim, you're going to love to hear this. So, I talked a little bit with Tim about my Hawkman script that I wanted to do. So, I've got a Hawkman. I've actually got two Hawkman figures, but only one that I actually like. That's the DC Universe version that Mattel did. It's actually the standard that Hasbro's Marvel Legends does now. I wish DC would just make their toys like they used to make back then because God, better. I'm going to say this. They weren't quite as good looking as the Icons figures, but they were really close. And the articulation was great. The weapons choice, everything about it was just, it was a great story. They're the ones who originally did the Build-A-Figure stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's absolutely amazing model. Like, I absolutely love the stuff. And I got my hands on the Hawkman. The cheapest I found Hawk Girl. It's actually Hawk Woman. The cheapest I found Hawk Woman for is 65. I don't want to pay 65 for her. So yeah, if I could find her cheaper, I'll buy her. She comes with I think she comes with a shield, but she comes with a spear and a small sword. Yeah, I think she comes with her little shield. Anyway, I'm gonna get all the stuff. I'm also getting a whole bunch of, and this is where this stuff comes into. I'm getting a whole bunch of figures that have a metal skeleton but rubber outsides. I forget what they're called right now. I know what they're called. I can't remember right now because I'm just not feeling good. Not feeling good at all. Um, but anyway, I'm getting a whole bunch of these. I'm getting three of them in. Two guys of various physical, aptitude, and then one female. I'm probably going to get another female in, but we'll see. Maybe I'm getting two females anyway. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of stop motions once I build the scenery and stuff. And I'm thinking that the second or third one that I do is going to be my Hawkman script. I've always wanted to tell the story. Clearly, I'm not going to get anybody from DC to make the movie or Warner Brothers to make the movie, but maybe if I can actually put it together and like do a stop motion, at least people would be able to see, the story that I wanted to do. So I got those. They were actually expensive. You're talking about like $55 each for these figures. That's a lot of dough. And I'm paying like 12 bucks for certain things. Some things I can make for myself, but I don't think I can make a pair of jeans. So they're all 6-inch figures. So I got a nice pair of blue jeans for the character. I've got, here's another, what is this? Some kind of a pair of clothes. They've been in containment long enough. I still want to wash them. So yeah, I don't want to actually take them out now. But anyway, because all this stuff is coming in from China and I'm just, not stupid. So I think this is a jacket, but it might be jeans also. Anyway, it's some kind of clothes with a design on it. And then here's a whole bunch of stuff. So you can see inside there's a pair of boots or high top sneakers, however you want to look at it. I mean, it's gorgeous because like I can see it. There's actually treads on the bottom of them. There's a pair of cargo pants right here. There's a white wife beater here, and then there's this jacket on the outside. It's just a black jacket. So I've got a whole bunch of other clothes coming in. I got the figures coming in. I got all the stuff coming in. So I'm going to build the scenery for it. I'm going to get the figures, and then I'm just going to make my stop motion animations. I'm thinking I'm also going to try and put it together in a comic book form by just taking these pictures, getting the dynamic lighting and all that stuff, and just take the pictures for each panel of the story that I want to tell. And then I'm actually thinking about hiring, and I know plenty of letterers, and there's actually one guy right next door to me practically. So I'm gonna talk to him and be like, hey, hook me up. Can you actually do the lettering for this story? So we'll see what's up. Ta-ta for now, Bamf. Later, core. By the way, I downloaded Discord. Still not sure how it works though. I hear you. I hear you. It's frustrating, but yeah, jump in and people. It's mostly just typing to each other, but I do have voice chats available that we can actually talk to each other on. I show up there once in a while too, but there's a lot of people on there and all cool people. Every single person who's on there is cool people. rumblings of Mark Waid and Alex Ross going back to DC. Yeah, until I actually get the official heads up, I won't be reporting on anything like that though. Tobias, sorry to hear you're unwell. Take care. I'm trying. All right, at Comic Book University, can't wait to see what the final product will be at stop motion. Yeah, I just love the idea of doing it. If DC and Marvel did a Hawkman versus Captain America crossover, who would you root for, and what villains would you want them to team up against in the end? Okay, so that's a fun one. Captain America is in better shape than Hawkman. Yet, because the nth metal, Hawkman is going to be a whole lot stronger. I didn't want to do a versus battle. Go figure. Mark Guerrero was going to make the versus battle that I can't, step away from. I should probably just do a freaking video. I should probably just do a video about it. But flight is always something that you can't take away from. You know what I'm saying? The ability to fly. This is why I know there's going to be a whole bunch of people who are going to be like, no way, Professor. But Batman can take down Hawkman if he knows he's going to fight Hawkman. But if it's a surprise, I really can't see Batman having anything in his arsenal like on him to just, hey, I mean, he's got invincible plot armor. He's got a bat utility belt that can do more stuff than Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. You know what I'm saying? But all that being said, yeah, like I could see him throwing the bolos, but like he doesn't need the wings to fly. You know what I'm saying? That it's almost like that's more of a distraction than anything else. And while I know people will be like, Batman has mastered every martial art and he's invented 3, and that's cute. But how long has Batman been alive? This is one of the reasons why I say that however tough people might argue that Wonder Woman is, and I love Wonder Woman, she's an amazing character and she trains all the time, and that's important. Thor, however, doesn't train. He has been alive for at least 10 times as long as Wonder Woman. Like, just hear me out. Minimum of 10 times as long as Wonder Woman. And he's been in almost constant battle, not training. He trained when he was a kid. He's a man now, and he's been a man for multiple millennia. And he fights against any sort of adversary you could possibly imagine. There is no more decorated fighter in comic books than Thor. He's been alive forever, and he has fought forever. Real combat can't be argued. It simply can't be. You could try. You will fail at your argument. Like, it's not going to work. And I know there's all these things about, oh, well, people have gone back in time and time was slower in this dimension. All of that retroactive stuff by this writer or that writer is cute. But we can also go into the idea that the Ancient One was around for 500 years, and that's why he's more powerful than Doctor Strange. But technically, Doctor Strange went back in the War of the Vishanti, and he was alive for 3,000 years in continuous battle ever since, and blah, blah. All that retroactive stuff that you can take or leave, depending on the writer, is cute. But no one is going to say, like, unless somebody comes up and says, we're retroactively changing Thor. We're changing Thor so that he died and now there's a new Thor. Okay. So like Jane Foster, I'm just not interested. Jane Foster could not beat Thor like the actual Thor. There's only one Thor. There's the mighty Thor. She couldn't beat Thor on her best damn day. I don't care if the hammer answers to her better than answers to Thor. Thor has been around. He has been around for the longest time. Jason Aaron, nice try, bud. Actually try and pay attention to the character. He's not perfect. He's simply not. So here's Thor. He's been around forever. And you know who the only person who's been around for, I would argue longer, but not for as long a duration. He's had to live. I'm obviously talking about Hawkman and Hawkwoman. I'm talking about Hawkwoman, not Hawkgirl, Hawkwoman. He's been alive for probably longer than Thor. Probably not if you actually think about the history of but probably, let's just argue, he's been around for maybe longer. But he hasn't been around consistently for as long. And he still has to get to adulthood in order to learn the stuff, which is why I'll argue that the greatest fighter, combat tested in the DC universe, is Hawkman. Second only in comic books as a whole to Thor. But here's Hawkman, more battle tested than anybody out there besides Hawkwoman. I mean, that's a gimme, right? But so now you put up Batman. He's somehow he's magically mastered every single martial. Like, he's a very problematic character, which we like to look at and say he's awesome. And I love Batman. I love Batman. But when you're trying to actually use real life for, like, what can he possibly do and what, dude? Batman has been alive for how long? I don't care how long he's trained in this, that, and whatever, and how battle tested he is going out against the bad guys in Gotham City night after night after night, and he gets almost no sleep. Hawkman has been in existence since forever, fighting mortals, fighting gods, fighting street criminals, fighting Superman. He's fought everyone and everything imaginable at some point or another. The hardest part is, does he remember that particular fight? Sorry, nobody beats Hawkman in a fight. Captain America has been alive for a while. One of the things I love about Captain America is that while you'll have Shang-Chi, who's mastered multiple forms of martial arts, and he was supposed to be built off of the Bruce Lee character, I want you to actually think about, we just talked about this last week, I think. Think about what Jeet Kune Do is. Jeet Kune Do, again, is the style that Bruce Lee made. He created, while he was in traction with his back broken, he invented the entire Jeet Kune Do philosophy. They want to say it's a philosophy. It's a style. Anyway, so with this, what is the basics of this philosophy? Instead of doing like how many, inside punch, out or block, outside block, up block, down block, right? The four basic blocks in the martial arts. You can also do the wax on, you can do the wax off. It's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's blocking. It's all some sort of, whether you're going to do the Okinawan version, which I don't know if that's made up or not, or the actual, you know what I'm saying? Like actual in Shotokan and most martial arts, all right? All Japanese martial arts. All the different various forms of blocking. How many different ways do you need to block something coming down from on top of your head? I got this, and 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 I got this. And like, how many different blocks do you need? How many blocks do you need? How many kicks do you really need? How many different things? So, and that's Jeet Kune Do. That's the philosophy that Bruce Lee came up with of how to fight. So, while you have somebody like Batman or even Shang-Chi who studied every single martial art and made up their three of their own and stuff like that, that's cute. But when you've got somebody like Captain America who says, karate and judo are mostly, like basic karate, like let's say Shotokan, he never said, it could be Gojin Ryu, who knows, but one basic form of karate and judo. And I really like boxing. Let's just go with those three. Right? And mostly it's just boxing and judo. Like if you really break it down, boxing and judo, that's what Captain America uses. And he knows all of these other styles also. He's trained with he said in comic books multiple times, yeah, Shang-Chi taught me a whole bunch of things taught me a couple of things that I never knew because Shang-Chi's that good. That's great. Knowing different martial arts isn't what makes you an amazing fighter. It's what makes you an amazing martial artist. The difference, I've done this once before. The difference between a martial artist and a fighter is Jet Li and Jackie Chan, respectively. Jet Li is a master of the martial arts. He's mastered all 28, I believe it's 28 weapon styles of Shaolin. He's mastered all of the fighting styles. He's mastered all these different forms of the martial arts, which is just, it's amazing to me. Wow, he's done that much stuff. Holy crap. But how useful is that stuff in a bar fight? How often do you get to bring in a pole arm, right? Or one of those flying, the head chopper things, right? Like you throw it, lands on top of your head, and those were real. Those actually did exist in ancient China. So like how many times the flying guillotine, that's what it's called. How many times are you going to, walk in, it's like, let me pat you down. Dude, do you have a flying guillotine under your trench coat? No. Come on, man. So in an actual bar fight, who would you rather have on your side in a bar fight, Jackie Chan or Jet Li? Because if I'm in a tournament, I want Jet Li on my side because he is going to do the most amazing stuff in the world. But an actual fight, come on, man, that's Jackie Chan, and that's the difference. That's the difference between a fighter and a martial artist. Um, uh, um, what do you call it? Shang-Chi is a martial artist. Captain America is a fighter. I'm not holding anything against Shang-Chi, but Cap literally takes the philosophy of Jeet Kune Do, and nobody's ever mentioned it in the comic books before that I've ever seen it. He takes the style of a fighter. And he says, I don't need 100 different ways to throw this punch. I can just punch you. I don't need 100 different ways to flip you. I can just flip you, whether it's over the shoulder or over the hip. I don't need 1,000 different ways to flip you. I just need to be able to flip you. And when you master just those things, you can devote it to your muscle memory so much better. And it just makes you a better, faster, sharper fighter. So if you see a punch coming at you, if you know 10 different ways to block that punch as opposed to one way to block that punch, I know people will talk about telegraphing, and that's true. I'm not going to take away the idea of telegraphing, but for crying out loud, like your reflex time is going to be so much faster to block that, right? And to put you in a better position to fight back. So I mean, there's that. Captain America represents that better than anybody. And after that would probably be, I think that the best style that I think that I would compare Hawkman style to would be Bushido Kai. I took that when I was in ninth grade, and it was actually no, yeah, eighth and ninth grade. So I took it for 2 years, and then I went into Shotokan. Um, but Bushido Kai is an amazing Japanese martial arts because it's a martial art that was brought back from the samurai. So the samurai usually only just use their swords, right? And they're usually studied from Musashi Miyamoto, Goren no Sho, the Book of Five Rings, one of my favorite books of all times. And all these different sword styles. But what if a samurai lost his sword? What if his sword broke and he didn't have a second sword, or he broke his second sword, right? I know we like to have this fantasy of these were, they didn't always have a lot of money. They weren't the feudal lords. And if you're in battle for a couple hours and whatnot, you're gonna deal with some stuff, right? So they did deal with hand-to-hand stuff, but they didn't practice beforehand in this. But with Japan's shores, and everything in Japan is a freaking shore, if you think about it, with Japan's shores always being invaded, they would come back and they would teach a martial art. They would teach a move. It's like, oh, guy charged me and I did this, right? Like he came at me, threw a punch, and I did this, and I locked him up. And the only thing you do is try to reach around with his arm, but the way I got him, I locked him down hard like this. So check this out. He does it, and I just boom like this, and I've got his arm trapped like this, and I can just hold him down. And I can headbutt him, or throw my knee into him or something like that, or reach my other hand around if I got my hand locked on him, reach him around and come around and snap his neck or something. There's all these different things that you could do in Bushido Kai. And we know that every single one of them were battle tested. Why? Because if you tried a move and it didn't work, you didn't get to come back and teach it. You got to die on that beach. And that's what Bushido Kai is. And that's what a Hawkman style reminds me of. All the different things that he'd have learned, that's really cool. It's more about the idea of him actually learning what works. That's what Hawkman does. And that's what's different from Batman. Hawkman is a flying version of Captain America in the DC universe. Batman can have all of his martial arts. That's cool. Hawkman, however, has been alive for a really long time. Like a ridiculously long time. And he knows what freaking works. You know what I'm saying? So I would, and again, plus the ability to fly. If there's prep time, Batman wins every single time. I don't care who he's going against. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Batman goes against Thor, he's using the Jason Aaron Moon Knight technique to take him down. But no, I just can't see Batman beating Hawkman if we were to actually look at the fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's making fun of me saying that's cute. um, I just realized he's wearing a Batman shirt with a Canada flag on it. Well, yes, I am sleeping phobia. I'm also wearing my Black Panther pajamas. Um, Back to Forever Evil. It's now inside League of Canada to replace Justice League. Oh wow, hey, that's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with Justice League of Canada. They should be one. Why not? We got a lot of stuff up here. Damn it. We still got Black Lives Matter protests going on up here. Let's do it, man. Let's get a Justice League and let's handle business. What's the best Doctor Strange story to read for someone who hasn't read any before? Oh, go back and do the Ditko stuff because then you'll have that incredible art. So yeah, go back to Tales of Suspense. Tales of Suspense, Strange Tales. Go back to Strange Tales. Easy to remember. You'll also get the Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stories too, so double win. So you have Ditko and Kirby and Lee on everything. Hey, Derek, what's up? Happy birthday. Henry, how you doing, man? All the different lives over time and space has given. Oh, geez, yeah, and I forgot about the space thing also. So now, according to Venditti, he's also traveled all over space also. So like, there's been a Kryptonian version, stuff like that. Just the idea that he's been around on Earth for as long as he can. Think about all that fighting styles going, but now also learning like, what are the two martial arts in on Krypton? Rao Te and Rao To or something like that. Like one is just the mental gymnastics to make sure that you can't invade his mind. Yeah, I'm sorry. He would clearly know that. So you can't read his mind as long as he's conscious because he'll just put a maze up so that you can't like that's Superman. That's what Superman does. So you can't invade his mind, right? And he can't be mind controlled. He can just, like, oh, here's a loop. Here's a loop. Deal with that. But you can also like he's got the regular martial arts of Krypton. Hey, like from all over the universe? What is Batman going to do against martial arts from all over the universe? Come on. Like he's been on New Genesis and he lived lives on New Genesis and was a hero on New Genesis. He lived lives and been a hero because he's always been a hero, except for Earth 3. F Earth 3. Aside from that though, he's been on all these other planet like Apocalypse. Now imagine a new god version of Hawkman, right? Call him uh like Cutter Cutter Hell. That would be his name on Apocalypse. Cutter Hell. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and he's a hero on New Genesis, right? Fighting against the Femme Furies. Like I'm saying, just don't step on Hawkman, bruh. Don't do it because he's gonna notice. He's gonna whoop that ass. You can be laying on the ground unconscious. Someone's be like, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" And you could be like, and feathers are gonna come out. I'm saying, you know. Let me just go down here. Kyoshin. I don't know what Kyokushin is. I have to look that one up. Did not expect. Well, you talk to me about freaking Hawkman and Captain America, my two favorite characters. Shut up. It's your fault. How would you kill it? You already got a question. You already got a question answered. How would you kill a female character while avoiding the women in refrigerator trope? Um, it's a good question. It's a good question because unfortunately, like just listen to Bill Burr. Listen to his comedy. Like he's a funny guy. Oh, I've got one more box to open. He's a funny guy. And I was just listening to him last night. I'm trying to get myself back to good, and he's like, I had a girl beat the crap out of me, and she doesn't even like she'll just punch me down in the face and just stand there and start talking crap like a UFC fighter. And it's like a guy, if he punches you in the face, he's moving back and he's putting his hands up. It's like, whoa, saying like you're not just gonna sit there and start talking crap afterwards. Like nobody does that. Holy crap, I got him. Holy crap. Oh, so I got a shirt. I also got a shirt for a female. Okay, guess what? These are the figures. Holy crap, I actually got the figures. I didn't realize these were the figures. Yeah, I got two guys and a girl. Okay, here it goes. We're opening these puppies up. So I got a shirt for the girl, a little cashmere shirt. So anyway, that's one of the funny things. Girls can beat up guys can't beat up girls. I was just talking on my podcast last Sunday morning with Chillmonger about what's his name? Hulk Hogan dealing with that guy from Law and Order, and then Dr. D dealing with John Stossel. It's just talking about those. And what happened there? A guy beat up another guy and he got sued for it, right? I want to take you back to a couple years ago. A reporter came to Ronda Rousey, and this has happened twice with two different characters, but this one was actually on TV. It was a big deal. You can see the video. Ronda Rousey beats up a reporter. Just look up something like that. You will find it. He goes on. He's just like, can you show me some moves? She's like, oh, I don't know. And he's just like, I think that guys are stronger than girls. I don't think girls can beat up guys. He says it just to try and, arouse a little something. She's like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that, or something to that effect. And she does her hip toss, that famous Ronda Rousey hip toss. She actually injures him really badly. She actually injures him. There wasn't a big deal made about it. I don't even think he sued. Think about that. Think about that. I'm not here to go. Again, I still call myself a classic feminist. Women deserve every single right that a man has. Every single right. Every one of them. What do you call it? It's just you deserve the negative stuff also. We need to stop with the whole classist, sexist thing. You know what I'm saying? That all that stuff just needs to stop. But there is a reason why there's a word called misandry to go with misogyny, right? Women can hit men. Men can't hit women. It's a fact. So the whole, woman in a refrigerator. How come there's no man in a refrigerator? Because women have killed men before. Women have killed men before. What do they say though? They say a man's biggest fear is being laughed at by a woman. I guess I'm sure maybe there's lots of men that are like that. I don't know. I personally don't care. I'm really good at telling jokes. I'm really good at gunning. You talk crap about me, I'm going to talk crap about you. I am going to humiliate you. I will drag you through the mud. And when you say okay and you walk away, I'll be shouting it as you're walking away. Like I'm mean like that. But apparently a woman's biggest fear is being killed by a man. It's a valid fear. I understand. Men have 50% more upper body strength than a woman on average, and 30% more lower body strength than a woman on average. I know everybody's like, oh, women have more leg strength. No, they don't. Who told you that? Like, with all due respect, who's the absolute moron who told you that? No, men are stronger than women. 50% more upper body, 30% more lower body. We're just stronger. You don't believe me? Watch a track meet. Like I used to be on the track and field team. No, sorry. I'm sure there are women who could beat men. I've always seen men just have so much faster run time, though. I mean, look at the Olympics. Look at the best of the best. No, sorry, it's not the way it works. So no. I don't know if I can show this girl online. Oh my God, she's actually got the sexual parts. She's got breasts and areola and nipples, and she's got a vag. She has got a vag. Okay, I am not showing that. Let me open one of the guys instead. So anyway, yeah, the whole girl in a refrigerator thing. I think it's just got to be done and done for a mature audience, and you just have to see it. And unfortunately, I think that the only way you can really do something like that is to have it so that the girl is really that venomous, that vehement. We could show Madame Hydra in the death of I'm like waving a knife at you guys while I'm doing this. We could show Death of Wolverine comic books, Madame Hydra, Viper, got Sabretooth on a chain. So it's not just the woman in a refrigerator thing. Got him by a chain on the neck as a slave. Could you do that with the roles reversed? Literally, we've already seen it happen with her and him. So now, could he be sitting down on a throne? I love when Victor Creed's in his full, suit, like his actual like power suit or tuxedo with the crazy hair and the fang. Like that's just amazing. I love that image. That's a great image. But now could we have him holding Viper on a chain saying, now, roles reversed. How's it feel? This is what you did to me. People would freak out. People would completely freak out. Look what they did. So honestly, you just have to do it. Just and then just be prepared to deal with the consequences. That's the way it works, you know? But if you are gonna do it something where it's like she really is irredeemable, she's evil, she is wicked, and you're just like, "I don't care, rah!" You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta finally make it where he's like, it's self-defense, and he accidentally does it, whatever it is, what it is. Like, when you like I understand women are gonna be afraid of men, you know, like, in general, no, I don't understand. I was just at the computer store yesterday, just yesterday, with my wife, and I was wearing a different Batman shirt, and like I remember it vividly because I'm wearing a Batman shirt, and I knew I was wearing a Batman shirt, and I look in this one girl with her mother, and she's like 16, 17, maybe 18. I don't know what she is. She's something like that, and she's there next to her, what's got to be her mother, right? And she's wearing a Robin shirt. And she asks me a question. She initiates. She asked me a question because I was behind the counter. I was getting my. It was at the computer store. I was trying to get a hard drive installed because like they sold me a hard drive. They didn't give me the freaking bracket, so I had to go back and it's like, I need you guys to put in the bracket. I don't need to be charged. I want you guys to install it because you're making me come back a second time. And I specifically asked. It was actually a third time coming back. I specifically asked, do you have everything packaged in here for me? I don't want to go piecemeal because I'm going to forget things. Do you have everything in here? They said yes. I had to come back to the store. It's like, I want this stuff free. I also got a $30 cable for free also, which no complaints. I was kind of hoping they do the $80 cable. I don't know what the difference is. Anyway, so yeah, we have this girl, she's like, "Are you Hanan?" And I was like, "No, Hanan's actually a girl's name." Oh, oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I was told to come in and ask for Hanan. I was like, I'm actually a customer. I'm actually doing some stuff, but I'm waiting for the guy to come back. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, no, you don't have to be sorry. It's cool. Just obvious mistake. I'm standing behind the register. It's cool. The customer service thing, the geek repair thing, whatever. I wasn't at Best Buy. Geek Squad. No. So anyway, so I was like, by the way, totally slamming shirt. We should hang out. And I point out the Batman, and she's like, oh, what? Oh. You initiated talking with me. Like, like I just explained the whole thing. Like, why are you afraid of somebody making a joke? You like I said, nice shirt, Robin. We should hang out, Batman. If you don't get that, why are you wearing the damn shirt? Did you find it? It was literally a bright red shirt with the R over here. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Like what goes through your head that you're afraid? It's in the middle of a store, and I don't actually want to hang out with you. It was a joke. I don't understand that. It's an irrational fear. It's an irrational fear. And even then, I still don't understand it as a whole. You look statistically, there's no comparison. Men are way more like, even in domestic cases, men are way more likely to be physically assaulted than women by men and by women. Yeah, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. So the woman refrigerator thing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about it. I don't know. Like it's a ridiculous world where everything's got to be stifled. Can't say things because people are just, cancel culture is a funny thing. I think cancel culture is. I was just thinking about this yesterday because of this. I think it's a whole bunch of nobodies. Just hear me out. Outrage culture and specifically cancel culture. It's a whole bunch of absolute nobodies in this world where there's social media and everybody thinks, I can be heard. I can be heard. But nobody wants to hear from you because who are you? Who am I? Who are any of us, right? Who are we? We're nobodies. But if you say something that doesn't fit with the crowd and I'm the one who calls you out, I can point out that I called you out. I've had it done to me another place, and it's like, this is just silly. This is silly. Anyway, so let's see these figures here. Let's see these figures here. Okay, so here's the guy. Okay, he does not actually have a package. So that's a good thing. So here is what these guys look like. This is rubber skin. So the wrists, yes, they actually, oh, that's actually solid. That's actually solid. I'm going to get back to the comments in a moment. Bunch of people talking. Hold on. So anyway, boom. Oh, feels a little powdery. That'll go away. I can dry brush that away. And as far as the move, okay, so that's actually, it moves. It's actually on a peg. Look at that. Seamless. This is seamless. The joints are on the inside with the metal skeleton. So I bend the arm. Look how far I can bend the arm, and that's all it does. That's all it does. What are these things called? TB League. This is the TB League stuff. So these things, again, on eBay, you can get them from China. They're a little bit expensive. They're like $50, $55 each. You could pay more if you want, if you want to go to like a local retailer. But anyway, they're super cheap. And boom, look at what they do. Look at the articulation. Look how beautiful that looks. Boom, seamless. There are no joints, no nothing. So I got two guys and I got one girl. I will probably get another girl one day, but not today. Metal skeleton, so you can't bend it in the wrong way. You really can't. It's only the way that it would normally work. That is amazing. I love these things. And the feet will come off. Also, there's a whole bunch of different hands on here, and there's the head down there also you can see. So the hand can do a bunch of different things. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what this thing is. I'll have to open it to figure it out. Anyway, so yeah, comes with all this stuff, and it is freaking amazing. So I will be using this as my Hawkman, Carter Hall, without his costume. That is legit the sole reason why I bought this one. So that when I make, wow, that whole conversation just went around for a long time. But anyway, yeah. So that is why I bought these things, so that I can just be like, bam. Okay, let's check out some stuff here. I never gave Hawkman time of day before. Now I'm interested. Great stuff. Hey, Carlito, that's what I'm here for. That is what I'm here for. Jet Li and Jackie Chan studied wushu. Well, everybody in Japan, for the most part, studies wushu. Even Wing Chun. Wing Chun comes from the girl, Wing Chun, who was learning wushu. But she's like, this doesn't work so well for girls because we're smaller and we have boobs, so we can't stand the same way. You know what I'm saying? We can't do this, so let's do it like this instead. Phase 4. So, yeah, they would. Yeah. Anyway, so even Wing Chun is basically just a derivative of wushu. So anyway, yeah. Everybody studies wushu. Like that's almost like saying Sanskrit. It's a dead language, but hey, it's like all the other Desi languages come from Sanskrit, so likewise, all the other martial arts for the most part seem to come from wushu, the main line studied. But again, Jackie Chan was a circus acrobat until he, for like the first 3 years of his life, and then he actually no, when he was 3. Anyway, he's like adopted by the circus. He's basically Nightcrawler. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, just look up the history of Jet Li. He's got all the Shaolin stuff down. Amazing tournament winner. Mark, DC and Marvel need to reprint JLA Avengers. Hardcover with Alex Ross would be nice. That'd be nice. Doug, what's up, Doug? How you doing, man? Joker kills women all the time. Just look at the theater scene, the latest Batman run. No, that's not killing. That's here's some dead people that Joker says he killed. Killing is the actual act of, and we didn't see the act of Joker actually doing that. Think about how controversial Alan Moore's One Thing was, the Killing Joke. Like just that alone, boom, super huge controversial. What's up though, Raven? How you doing, man? Most of those true crime documentary shows focus on women who kill people because there's a lot of them. And nobody pays attention to those. Nobody pays attention to those. And I'm talking about the news media. Didn't Brie Larson get upset because TSA officer asked for her number? Yeah, I don't know about all that stuff. Asked for her phone number? I'd get pretty pissed off too. Piss off, dude. Go away. Like there's a thing of power there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a TSA officer. I can do whatever I want. The video is still up, I'm pretty sure, of the mom with the little kid, the little boy, her little son. And it's like, oh, he got chosen for some random search. She's like, okay, can you just like make it really quick though and not do too much touching on him because it's kind of weird. And he starts actually reaching into his pants and so, like it's on video. Like she's recording it and she's crying the whole time. And this goes on unusually long. And he goes back like 3 times and searches him again, like all those areas that he did, like at least 3 times. Like it's actually like it almost it's like it's child porn. It looks like freaking kiddie porn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's horrible. And here's this fat old guy doing this stuff. What? And what's she gonna do? If she says, stop, I'm out of here, she can't get on the plane. None of them can get on the plane. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know what she's going for. Maybe it's because somebody died, or maybe it's a vacation. I don't know. I don't know. But maybe they're trying to go home someplace. I don't know. But it's the idea like that's a lot of power. So you turn around, it's like, hey, can I have your number? So she just says no. They could be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a random search. Sorry. And now they're feeling up Brie because somebody feels like feeling up Brie. Like you give people power, most people will use that power. Most people don't know how to relinquish that power. Most people don't know how to be cool with that kind of power. So he shouldn't have asked for her phone number if that was actually what happened. That's absolutely ridiculous. And that should be a fireable offense. That dude should undoubtedly be fired for something like that. That was just stupid. um, that is amazing. Watch a really awesome documentary about Chris Claremont on Netflix. Wait, what? Do not just tease. What was the documentary? I want to see that. Ethan W., what's up? What Spider-Man do? See in Spider-Verse 2. I want Josh Keaton. Cool. I'm gonna try and finish these up really quick, guys. I was a TSA officer. Never disrespect the passengers. Def Rocker. We need more TSA officers like that. We need more cops like that. We need more people who are like that. People need to respect and understand what kind of power that they actually have. There was a guy just yesterday. I actually cursed somebody out. There's a guy yesterday who I was installing Norton on this computer, my virus protection. And oh no, excuse me, Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office. I'm installing Microsoft Office on my, here it is right here, Microsoft Office. Putting it on my new computer here, right? Instead of doing the illegal down, which for now one, hey Microsoft, if you're paying attention, screw you. I'm getting illegal versions every single time from this time forward because screw you. Why? Because I download it, I install my key, my key for it and everything like that. I do everything necessary. It says it has been accepted, and we've accepted your password. It is used now, but we can't install on a computer because there's some kind of a problem. Call this number and give this code to figure all this stuff out. Like, well, that's frustrating. So I figured, okay, I better call because they might know something that I don't. So I call. Hey, what's going on? And it's a person who's speaking pretty good English, right? Pretty damn good English. In case you're not sure, that's actually really important. Why? Because there are scammers out there, and most of those scammers come from China and especially India. And if you don't like that I said that, too freaking bad. Look at a goddamn statistic. There are too many people who are sensitive about stupid things. I'm looking at statistics. I'm looking at where the scams come from. Every time I get a freaking fake phone call on my phone, I always hear, shishi, blah, blah, blah. You are getting, this phone call is coming from Amazon China. I don't order things through Amazon China. This is coming from Microsoft China. There is no such thing as Microsoft China. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that crap all the time. And that's phone scams and internet scams. Actually, a lot of phone scams also are coming out of the Desi area, Pakistan and India. That's where they're coming from. That's where they're all, for the most part, coming from. Just people outraged right away. Oh, Professor Bill said, yes, I did. I also say you're stupid if you're outraging over this. Enough outrage. So anyway, I see the silliness in there. I see the hypocrisy. Anyway, so what have you now? So this guy, he's just like, hey, what's going on? Okay, so you want to do such and such and such. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to figure this stuff out. So here's the code. I was told to call this number. So here's the code. Bang. And he's like, okay, so what is wrong with your computer? I was like, I don't know. That's what I'm calling you for. He's like, well, what happened when you tried to install? I was like, I boom, 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 whatever. I was like, error code such and such, and here's the thing. It's like, oh, okay. Like he's not paying, like he's looking on his phone while he's listening on his earpiece or something, right? Like this just goes on for a while. He's like, could you repeat the code? Yeah, bud. Bang, 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 bang. So I'm giving, and of course we got to keep going because I'll give 3 numbers and letters, 3 digits, whatever, and then he'll say, okay. But like I'm not stopping, I'm just going. So when he says okay, he can't hear one of the numbers or letters that I just gave. Like the guy is literally dumb. And then when he goes to start giving me something to start typing in, he's like, W. Like it's just really like he's waiting for me to say okay. It's like if I do something a certain way, don't you think you should try and repeat that? Because clearly this is the way that I think. So what you figure your average person can get that. That's what we do as sociable human beings. If someone does something to us, good or bad, we usually give it back to them the exact same way. Because oh, that's the way you do things. Well, let's do it that way. And it's usually good, right? It's usually good. But anyway, like dude, come on. So anyway, so long story short, he says, I'm gonna need to actually access your computer. So I need you to download this team something, whatever, so I can access your computer. Right away, a red flag goes up. You got me downloading something so that you can get remote access to my computer? Like, that's not cool. It's like, what exactly do you need to do? So I need to figure out what's going on. I'm like, I, dude, I'm going to give you like maybe 10 minutes to do what you got to do so that we're both clear. Okay? Maybe 10 minutes. But you got to talk me through every single step of what you're doing, dude, because I don't trust anybody being on my computer remotely. Okay? Understand something. When someone's on your computer remotely, they can put a back door into your computer. So now even if you uninstall that program or whatever, they can still get into your computer. I'm not worried about that because I have that. I know how to get rid of stuff. I know how to look for these little Trojans and delete them and get rid of them and make sure they don't freaking multiply like a worm. You know what I'm saying? I know how to find those things. So yay me. Still, what if he's better than that? What if he's just simply that much better than me? I don't know. But anyway, so I don't trust anybody with this nonsense. So he gets on my computer and he starts asking me it's literally so redundant, the stuff that he's asking me, that as I'm watching him click through and stuff on my computer and look at stuff, he's asking me stuff that he's clearly looking at. So 3 minutes into this, I'm like, bro, I need you, like, you've got maybe 7 minutes left, maybe. So I gave you every single bit of information that it says that I was supposed to give you. I need you to figure out whatever you need to do because I feel like I could just do this myself. Like, so, like I'm trusting you to be in my computer. That's a huge trust for me. I need you to just figure out what's going on and just do it quick. All right. I need you off of my computer as soon as possible. Well, okay. How long have you had the computer for? I was like, 3 hours. I've had my computer for 3 hours. He's like, did you install anything on your computer? I want to hit myself in the head right now because I was so freaking pissed off at this absolute retard talking this stuff. Oh, and for outrage culture, I'm not insulting mentally handicapped people. I don't call them retards. That's disgraceful. But people who act like jackasses, I call them retards. There's that. I'm really not in a good place right now. So, not in the mood for freaking outrage. Anyway, so this freaking moron is looking that I have Norton already on my computer. I've got a editing program because that's kind of what I do, you know what I'm saying, on my computer. I've got the program where I work, where I teach English out of online on my computer. I've got Minecraft already there. I've got all of this stuff already there. And he's looking at it. I'm like, Bud, you're asking me redundant questions. You're looking at my desktop. You could see all of these things that I've got downloaded. You could see the shortcuts to them. You can look down and you could see I installed Chrome, and I also, so like you could see what I'm working with here. Why are you asking me redundant questions? Well, I just have to be sure. I was like, dude, I need you off of my goddamn computer right now. I need you off of my computer right now. Get off my computer. Oh, I'm not finished with looking. And then he starts clicking through stuff. I'm like, nope. I boot his ass off like that. And then I right away start what do you call it? Uninstalling anything that doesn't look like it belongs on my computer. And since I've only had it for about 3 hours, comes up quick. There was only one thing, so it doesn't look like he did anything on my computer. I also checked again this morning, just in case, but holy crap, that freaked me out. Like, I'm done, dude. I'm done. I'm done. And he's like, you're very rude, whatever. I was like, I'm rude? Well, you're an idiot. You're a jackass. You are literally the dumbest SOB I have ever talked with on the computer. You don't understand. It's not even a language barrier, idiot. You are stupid. You don't belong having that job. Understand, after we've hung up, and I did, I am calling the number again. So unless you go and start unplugging everybody's landline, I'm going to be talking to somebody else. I'm going to be asking for a supervisor. I'm going to be telling them what happened, and I'm going to be trying to get you fired. I'm going to get a call back on Monday because this happened late Friday evening. Like, this guy is an idiot and he doesn't deserve to work there. By the way, while I was talking to the person, I got the damn thing to work anyway. Certain people are just too stupid to exist amongst modern society. And listen, I believe that everybody should have a living wage, but I believe that McDonald's workers should also have a living wage. And let this person go work at McDonald's. Let him be that typical idiot that gets my order wrong, right? I was just in a freaking Burger King for the first time in 3 months. 3 months, I went to a Burger King. I wanted to get some stuff. Do you know they still screwed up my order? I asked for root beer with no ice. I got a nice icy Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi, so I drink water, which is probably a good thing because I'm usually a water drinker. That's usually all I drink. But I thought I would like a root beer. I did not get a root beer. I got a Pepsi. I don't drink Pepsi. Wow. Like, what is wrong with the world? What is wrong with the world? People who are inattentive. It just doesn't make sense to me. My God, man. Okay, you guys are making fun of me now, so and I'm okay with it. I got a pretty thick skin. Get back in pretty soon to Dawn of Yeah, jump in. Well, you're gonna be jumping into X of Swords, Ten of Swords pretty soon, and I don't think that's gonna be any good. I literally see myself falling off of X-Men very soon because of the way that's going. Like I don't like where that is looks like it's gonna be going. I don't like most of the books that are out right now. I'm not a fan. When someone is abusing power, that line between that and just doing their job. Exactly. But that's the thing though about this scammer, just really quick, like, you're asking access to my computer, my sensitive information. I didn't put in any of my credit card stuff. Actually, I don't put in my credit card stuff. I'll let the computer save certain passwords, right? But I will not let it save any credit card information and other passwords. Like, I type in the information for my Norton security all the time and for my business email all the time. My regular screwing around email, the email that you guys have access to on the front page of my YouTube, yeah, whatever, that's in there because who cares? I could care less. I don't do anything on there except talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And they'll have access to comic books coming in because I have a bunch of different companies that send me their comic books, PDF style. And it's like, ooh, yay. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. So you guys can read some free comic books if you hack that email. But aside from that, nah, good luck. Like, I'm very careful about my internet security. So no, I don't play that. All right. I'm old school like that. Mike Anderson, what's up, Mike? It'd be cool if Marvel went and bought back the Young Avengers, Wiccan. Oh, brought them back. I was like, they already have them. It's theirs. Wiccan, Hulk, Patriot, all those guys make an awesome addition to the MCU. Kate Bishop's supposed to be coming pretty soon with the Hawkeye TV series. Yeah, there's that. I talked about it last week on my podcast with Chillmonger, the Comic Book University podcast. A very successful podcast, I might add. If ever you get to write comics, hopefully you remember to delete this stuff. Don't want people doing to you what they did to James Gunn. Bro, like, just whatever. Like, it's so funny that, like, listen, there are different people in the world. One race, human race. I'm not one of those guys who says that there are people who say that, like, there's the black race and the white race. There's not. There's one race, all right? The majority of scientists, argue with a lot of evidence, a lot more evidence, I believe, more soundly. There's only one race. You know what I'm saying? There's only one race. Like, boom. So yeah, we're all humans. Like, it's just silly. But at the end of the day, like, it's not a black thing or a white thing or whatever thing. Like, people from this area of the world are doing these bad things. Hey, in America, what, you don't think we do bad things in America? Donald Trump is our president, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? We do stupid things in America. All right. We don't believe in coronavirus, apparently. Like, the person who's probably going to wind up replacing dump truck Trump is going to be freaking Joe. Where am I? Biden. That idiot. That freaking idiot. Like, we're one of the stupidest freaking countries on the face of the planet, but we got all the guns. We got all the damn guns. My God, man. Like, literally, stupid people with guns. This is my phobia. Stupid people with guns. My God. So, like, I got plenty of bad things to say about everybody. You want to focus in on, like, one thing, fine. Yeah, sure. I'm a bad guy. I'm a racist. I'm a sexist. I'm a this. I'm a that. Shut up. My God. People with their outrage culture. If people want to cancel me, I'm happy to be canceled. I really don't care. It'll probably be better for my mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, my God, man. You can't talk. That's the thing about it. People want to stifle your free speech. It's Orwellian. It's Orwellian. It's one of my favorite books, 1984. And like, I'm getting to the point where I'm not going to consider it fiction anymore. Like, it is becoming so real every day. If you don't agree with me in every single way, shape, and form, you are a Nazi or a fascist or what do you call it? A homophobe or a transphobe or a racist or a bigot or whatever the hell they're going to say. Sexist is another one. Or you hate this religion or that religion. Oh my God. Stop. Stupid little people who want to be famous, who think that their voice has a right to be heard, and the only way they can think of to actually be heard is to be the first person to cancel or to jump on the canceling boat, and then say something witty about you being canceled and get some likes on that tweet. Anybody like that, you are pathetic. You are the scum of life, the dredges of society, and you deserve to be washed away into the sewers where nobody freaking floats. You are pathetic. And there's a reason why mommy and daddy never hugged you. Outrage that. Ugh. Did you get those scam likely phone calls in Canada? I get those here a lot in Jersey. I don't know what a scam likely call is. I'm not sure. We get people all the time. This is hysterical. The first time I ever had one of these calls, it was supposed to be from the Canadian Revenue Service, basically the Canadian IRS. So it'd be the CRS, I guess. CRS, I guess. I confess. I'm gonna. What do you call it? I give you a new dress and I bless with the distress. Anyway, old school hip hop. A lot of kids today don't know about that. Here's your mumble rap. The mumble rap. Mumble rap, yo. Bling! Anyway, so people actually used to have to formulate coherent sentences. Listen to Eminem. He knows what it's all about. Gets that stuff straight from freaking LL Cool J. But anyway, so you got crap, I don't remember what the hell I was saying. So yeah, some guy called me. I was in a thrift store looking at some comic books, and some guy calls me on my phone, and he's just like, hey, actually, it's a recording. This is the Canadian Revenue Service, and you owe You owe us money. And if you don't pay this immediately, if you don't call us back immediately, God help your soul or God help you, something like that. And like it was done in a really good voice, but like the things that he's saying, of course, are like, this guy's an idiot. Is this guy serious? Is this guy really serious? First off, Canadian Revenue Service and IRS, newsflash for anybody who doesn't know this, doesn't call you. They will never call you on the phone. You will get a letter. No one is going to call you on the phone. Second off, I've seen and heard of this before. I've never called back these numbers, but I've seen like you can find them on the internet. They're like, you have to go to Walmart or one of these places and get a gift card and give us and put, this much money on the gift card and then give us the gift card information. Really? That's what we're supposed to do? Really? We're supposed to pay you with a freaking Applebee's gift card or something like that? The IRS? Sure, that's how it works. I'm like what do you call it? Back when I was in Jersey, it never happened to me, but like I'd see these things online. I'm like, I wish they would call me because literally one of the IRS offices is right down the street from my house. But like, you know what? Hold on, bud. I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna talk to you right now. No, 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 no. Don't go there. Like I could just imagine it there. But like all these guys, yes, with heavy, thick Indian accents, calling you up and saying you have to go and call us back and then give us money on a gift card and whatnot. It's not racist to say that. It's observation. That's where these scam calls are 90+% of the time coming from. It's freaking frustrating. So I don't like when people call me in the first place. I hate when people call me. If you ever call me, if you ever find out my number, first off, don't find out my number. Don't call me because that's just rude. But if I ever meet you and I hang out with you, all right, and you call me or something like that, if I don't know you, if I don't recognize the number that's calling me, it's because I haven't put you in my like I have contacts, so I think everybody does. And if you call me from a no contact number, just if I just see a phone number, I don't care if it's 800 number or whatever, I'm not answering. Something else about me. It only goes to 4 rings. Here's something else about me. I don't have voicemail. I do not have voicemail on here because if I don't recognize your number when you call me, I don't want to talk to you. I hate talking on the phone. You know what I hate more than talking on the phone? Effing texts. I hate texts. I hate texting. All right. I'm at that age. I'm 45 years old. F your texts. All right. Just yesterday, my wife is sitting there sending me a bunch of texts. Hey, I'm going to get some mango juice. Do you want anything? I was like, I'll take a guava juice. If not, then nothing. There's no guava juice. You sure don't want anything else? I love my wife. We're cool with each other, but we're husband and wife. So we say names to each other. In this particular case, her name was Bitch. I'm like, Bitch, I said I don't want anything. If they don't have this, I don't want anything. And I literally had to type, do not text back. She comes back, she's like, sorry, I forgot. I was like, it's cool. It's cool. But like, this is our relationship. We can do this with each other. And believe me, she does it to me also. But it's like, I don't want these little versions. I would rather talk on the phone if we got to talk on the phone. But if I don't know you, then I don't want to talk to you. I don't do that. Don't do that to me. Oh God, it's painful. Yeah, you're probably younger, JDA3 gamer. You're probably younger. I can't stand texts. I can't stand them. God. Like I make an exception with my oldest daughter because she likes texting. It's like, can we just FaceTime? I like to be able to see the nervous ticks in people's faces or whatever when they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to do an analysis. I like to actually see like when people are lying to me and things like that. It's an old army thing. It's like, oh God, it's frustrating. Anyway, but I make the exception with my daughter because wouldn't worry about that. Mark, professor can handle some online whining from mindless horde of group thinker. Yeah, the group thinkers. That's the best way to really look at it. It's okay, Professor Ewan. Ewan. Sorry. Says as someone who has a mental disability, I literally call myself a retard. Here's the thing about it. I actually have. I haven't been diagnosed with it yet, but I'm positive I have CTE because I've just had too many concussions. Saying like too many times. I've been knocked out unconscious from either chokeholds or actually getting hit. Not too many times, but enough times. Like I've been in the martial arts since I was 8 years old. I've been hit and knocked unconscious lots of times. Headshots that cause me to bleed, headshots that don't cause me to bleed. All of them. When you look this stuff up, it's and I do get headaches every so often. I don't forget things. And that's why for the longest time I thought, no, it's not the case. But like for the past month, I just been looking up things because like sometimes my anxiety just gets really freaking like it gets to the point where it gets out of control. And it gets so bad. Like I know it sounds stupid. You're probably not supposed to talk about, potential mental disabilities online, but I don't care. I'm a pretty open guy. I have actually hit myself in the head before because like the stress levels, the anxiety just gets so high. It's just so escalated that it actually starts to hurt. I was talking about my wife with it not too long ago. It's like when I was younger, when I'd have that kind of anxiety, it would usually be in the ring where it's like I'm trying to hit this guy, he's trying to hit me, or in an actual like real life fight where it's like, holy crap, I got to hit this guy and try not to get hit or go with the punch or block the punch, whatever, or and it's harder to block a kick if somebody actually knows how to kick. Anyway, so like that's the kind. So sometimes like getting hit feels like you're at home when it happens. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there actually been some times over the past like couple of months where like I just get so stressed out, I'll actually boom, I'll actually smack myself in the head. I know it's fucking retarded, right? But anyway, so like I just said that earlier today where I was just like I must be fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? Because like I catch myself like thinking like, holy, like it just it's overwhelming. It is what it is. And like yeah, like I said, I'm just not feeling good right now. No, this is not something I'm going to delete. I don't edit. I don't delete. I don't do stuff like that, whatever. And again, mental illness should not be something that we're afraid to talk about. It shouldn't be. If somebody's going to make fun of you for that, I understand that those names can hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have a thick skin to it, whatever. But at the end of the day, try and think of it this way. F those people. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's going to make fun of somebody for being mentally handicapped, they're the effing retards. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones who have a problem. They're the ones who need to grow up. They're the ones who need to actually get a grip and understand what kind of person they are. Because with like I can't cure CTE. I can't cure potential brain damage. I can't cure that. Nobody can cure that. So what's their excuse for their bad attitudes and they're just being absolute scumbags? You know what I'm saying? People like that don't mean anything to me. So whatever. Anyway, yes, make sure you wash your hands. It's important to wash your hands. Um, what's all this stuff here? By the way, hell of a rant. Hey, thank you, Mark. Thoughts on Rocksteady's announcement of their Suicide Squad game? I will be talking about that tonight in the podcast. Well, tomorrow I'll be talking about it tonight in the podcast, recording it, and then it'll be released to you guys for free wherever you guys get your podcasts. Oh, I just applied for. Oh, and I just got accepted to Amazon podcast, whatever the hell those guys are called. So hey, I'm on Amazon also. More places where you can listen to me and Chillmonger trying to find things to argue about. Like I don't feel good unless we're arguing about something. I got that call like twice, unsure, but I hung up when they asked me for my card number. Exactly. Never give your credit card number online. I was just talking when I got. Slight addendum. My Black Panther watch was $100 US, not 200. I apologize for that. My bad. Making it seem like it's better than it actually was. No, this was $100 online. I paid $138 Canadian for this with taxes, shipping, and all that stuff. So, oops. But anyway, yeah, I just talked about that lady from FedEx. She's like, no, you have to do it here. Oh, look, guess what? It turns out I didn't. Oh, it looks like I can do it online. Oh, it looks like I can go and pick it up and pay them by actually, you know, giving, what do you call it? Doing the credit card thing myself, inserting and all that stuff. So imagine that. Freaking people. That chick deserves to be fired. Sorry to hear you going through that. There's nothing to be sorry about. Whatever. It is what it is. We're all good, Ewan. We're all good. Accountability is the most important thing. Just being accountable for yourself, people complain too often. It's like people being offended, others who don't actually care. Yeah, there are people who just have too much time on their hands and stuff like that. And there are people who just make up things. They hear one thing, they take something out of like I said before, when you hear people saying that Joe Rogan is a homophobe or a transphobe, it's hysterical to me because No, he's not. And if you actually listen to the guy, he 100% is not. He's made fun of people who are homophobes. Like he corrects people who are homophobes and who are, transphobes. No, he uses the proper, he respectfully, very respectfully, uses the proper pronoun that the people ask to be, called Mr., Miss, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He, she, like he doesn't go out of his way to be a jerk. He goes out of his way to be considerate. So, like it's just a funny thing. And I don't need to defend Joe Rogan, but like I hear things like this, and it's like you are somebody who you're in groupthink. Somebody told you something, and you listened, and you believed them, and that's just silly. That's silly. That's silly. Do your own freaking research. Like we all have to be smart in that. And accountability is not about holding other people accountable. It's about introspection and holding yourself accountable, holding yourself to a higher standard, you know? Um, like near the beginning of Bendis' Superman run, he used autistic as an insult. I'm autistic and I don't care. It's from a villain, and Bendis' run is terrible without it. I didn't realize that I don't remember him doing that. I don't remember him doing it. Maybe I'm just not thinking of it in the proper context. Oh, huh, huh. All right, cool, cool. Okay. Also, knowing that you're autistic helps me to better, be more patient with some of the texts that you might do. I don't think I get impatient with them, but in general, yeah, I don't. The more I know about people, I'm going to remember it, and I'm going to better be, like, hey, somebody said such and such and such. Is that an insult? No, no. This person said that such and such. Okay, so this makes sense. Like these things help. All of these things help. All the information helps. JDA3. I have depression, and I take Prozac. Comic books make me happy. Comic books, for the most part, can help me be happy also. Yeah, I get massive amounts of depression. I talked about it not too long ago that, I actually do get, I am technically suicidal. Saying I have suicidal thoughts and things like that. Like I've clearly never gone through with it, but yeah. And most men deal with suicide and actually follow through with suicide. It's a funked up thing. Yeah, and everybody always wants to give advice. I'm not here to give advice. I'm here to be like, thank you for, sharing. Thank you for giving me that piece, of who you are. Because we're all just humans. And you find me somebody who's not flawed, and I'll show you a imaginary figure. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you a comic book character, probably a DC character. They don't usually have flaws. Marvel characters are highly flawed, which why I think I gravitate a little bit more towards Marvel than DC. Not insulting DC. Calm down, people. There's the outrage again, right? How dare you? Do you have an issue with Black Panther having a contingency plan for everything? No, I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Batman should have contingency plans, and Marvel should have a character who has contingency plans. And yeah, Black Panther having contingency plans, I think that is like one of the greatest ideas. That both of the two greatest ideas about Black Panther came from Christopher Priest. That and the idea that he uses all the people around him and has a retinue of people that are so great they can actually help him overcome Satan or Mephisto. You know what I'm saying? I think that's amazing. It actually feels like the Black Panther books aren't as good, that they just have Black Panther being, this incredible guy who's like, he's like, what the male version of a Mary Sue or whatever. It's like, he can do everything. No, Black Panther shouldn't be able to do everything. He's got the best of his country working with him, and they're always at his disposal. That is what makes him the best. You know what I'm saying? Wakanda forever, baby. I don't need Black Panther forever. No, Black Panther is a title. We've seen Shuri's carried it before. We've seen Everett Ross carried the King of Wakanda thing for a while, which was hysterical. And Christopher Priest did that also. Priest's run on Black Panther was the best, man. So yeah, I like the idea that he has contingency plans for everything. I wish that he would actually have other people in there. I'm going to try and finish this up pretty soon, guys. I'm hungry, and I got to do my podcast in a couple hours. I think that's one of his problems I have with Batman. He gets out of everything. If he's street level Batman, I love it. If it's Justice League Batman where he's off in space or fighting gods or whatever, characters that Superman has a hard time with and he's out there solving these problems, I don't like that I don't like that version of Batman. I like street Batman. I like Gotham Batman. Um, any guesses who DC will pick to write the Superman titles after Bendis? I don't know. Maybe my buddy Lewis from Geek Fortress. I don't think he could do a bad job on it. Honestly. Oh, you know what? Go check out Dark Knight Nation. Dark Knight Nation on YouTube. Go check out his channel. There's a video that I did with him inside of a month. Like, I think it was sometime in July. So inside of 30 days or so, it should be. I did this video with him. We were talking for 3 hours where we were fan rebooting the DC universe, including writers and artists on several books. So we actually both give our opinions and details on that. Go check out his channel and tell him Bill sent you. I'm so happy Harley Quinn and Catwoman didn't die. Right? Speaking of Christopher Priest, he's doing a U.S. Agent story. Yeah, somebody was just saying that, and I didn't know that. I gotta check that out. Coming out in November. That is awesome. He's gonna kill it with that character, man. He is going to kill it. I'm like, genuinely, I can look forward to this being an amazing story right now. Plus, like, I imagine he's going to do it very similar to what he was doing with Red Tiger or Red Lion, which I got the first appearance right here. Anyway, just got it in. But like U.S. Agent John Walker is technically the Republican version of Captain America. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's such a great concept. And him doing this, to me, I think that's just simply freaking amazing. So I can't wait to read this. I'm going to read the hell out of that comic book. Sorry. I'm sorry, but Batman is my favorite character of all. Dude, Batman's up there, and he's definitely the most popular character out there. Good collection of lightsabers. Do you have Darth Maul's? Yeah, it's right in the middle. This one right here is Darth Maul's. This one's Kanon's. I got Luke's. I got another Luke's. I got, what the hell is this? Oh, this one is Luke's other one. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of Vader's. I got 2 of Vader's, 3 of Vader's. There's a Mace Windu over there. Yeah, I got everybody's. And somewhere around here, oh, I've got this one that actually flies up. And I've got, where is it? Do I not? Oh, duh, right here. Kylo Ren's right in front of me. Duh. Just duh. Anyway, yeah. So I've got pretty much, I think I've got everybody's, for everybody that they've made. Yeah, I got everybody's, man. That was that. Professor, you're like the uncle we needed but didn't deserve. Thank you. Whoever takes over Superman needs to fix John Kent. Yeah. Seriously, cool that Bendis has brought back Connor, but he didn't have to ruin John. Agreed. Okay, so I got into the end of the comments. It has been 2 hours. I'm going to go eat some food, and I'll talk to all you guys later, all right? Check out the podcast in the morning. I don't know promises when, but check out the podcast in the morning. I'll talk to all you guys later, all right? And I'm probably going to start putting up a bunch of videos where I'm making my dioramas and stuff like. It'll actually be like teaching. So, and teaching in a way where it's like I'm learning as I go. So it will be the easiest dumbed down version where you guys can just be like, I could probably do better than this guy. So hopefully there'll be fun videos. And if you guys like all the figures, you'll be able to make your own dioramas for pictures or just for scenery or for stop motion, because I plan on doing that on delay. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, Aggressive, I didn't realize you were here. What's up? All right, talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.